Parshas Breishis, we're starting the Torah again. Something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Yitzchok Zatzal. The Parsha, of course, speaks all about the creation of Hashem, the world. And one of the things he created was ruach, wind. I want to focus something very beautiful, what the Rabbi Yitzchok explains on this. We have the beginning of the Parsha, right? We have Ruach Elakim and Achefes Apnei Amoyim. Rabbi Yitzchok has such a beautiful remez, both in the explanation, the meaning of what wind, what ruach is all about, and how the meaning of the word, or what the process of wind accomplishes, how it fits in Hebrew with the letters of ruach, reish, vav, ches. Not only the letters, but also, if you write down the letters, you'll see the reish is on the right side, the ches is on the left side, and the vav is in the center. Exactly the order, why these letters, etc. So first, the Gemara says, it brings down in Avodah Zara, Daf Yud Amud Beis, and also in Tainis Daf Gimel Amud Beis, the Gemara says an expression, Kishem Shi'i Efshel Oilam B'loi Ruches, just like the world cannot exist without wind, Kach, the same way is, Efshel Oilam B'loi Yisrael. The world cannot exist without Yidden, without Jewish people, and the Gemara proves it from a pasuk. What is the meaning of the Gemara that the world cannot exist without wind? So here there are two pirushim, and the Rebbe's father connects all together. Rashi, in Tainis of Gimel and Beis, says that if there wouldn't be any wind, the heat of the sun would burn up the world. So the wind cools down the heat, and it makes it bearable for the world, and that there should be the proper energy from the sun, that the world shouldn't be burned up. The Mashah in the Mashah of Avodah Zara, he explains that we have a pasuk in Parshas Noach after the flood. Vayaver Elakim, the Eibishter brought the ruach, a wind, vayeshoiku hamoyim, and the water relaxed, pushed back, which means that the wind, according to the Mashah, holds back properly the wind, that it shouldn't flood the earth. And the Gemara says also in the Avodah Gimel, if the Jewish people won't follow the Torah, the world will turn back to Tohu Vavohu, and which Mashah explains, what means that the waters of the world would just flood the world, and the world will be destroyed. So the wind controls the heat, the sun, which is the Eish, the fire of the sun, and it also controls the Mayim. Not too much water, not too much heat, balances the world properly. And that's what the wind. So the wind, the Ruach, is the middle guy. He makes sure there shouldn't be too much heat, too much Eish, shouldn't be too much Mayim, and he controls the two parties on each side. So we have three things over here. We have Mayim, water. We have Eish, we have heat, Choim, from the sun. And then we have the Ruach in the middle that blends and combines and controls and mixes together, everything together. And in general, we all know rain also comes. How do we have the blessing of rain? It only all becomes because of the heat, and the water evaporates and rises, and then the rain comes down. So it's all a mixture, but all that's all accomplishes by Ruach. So we see that Ruach is the middle guy. We all know it says in Chassidus, Avram, Yitzchok, and Yaakov. Avram is Midas HaChesed, he's kindness, and that symbolizes water. Water is a clear color, it's white, and that shows kindness, and that's why people love to go where there's water. It relaxes a person. It has a Midas HaChesed. Of course, too much water is no good, but water in general also connects things together. You could cook with it, it bakes it. It shows a chesed of kindness, many, many qualities. The nature of water symbolize chesed. Fire, we know, the color is red, and also it destroys, that's gevura. And that's why Mayim also goes down, showing a chesed. When you do tzedakah, you give from one person to another, you are supporting and giving to other people, that's similar to water, flowing down, flowing, helping others. Fire goes up, symbolizing Gvura. And Hashem established the world. We spoke many times. He gave us the Torah. He doesn't only want one without the other. He wants both. And that's the mixture. And that's called Tiferes. And that's Yaakov, who's colorful, and he blends both together. And that's what we have. We always spoke many times when a parent and a mother, parents of children, you can't be too strict with them. Eish, Gvura, you can't be too kind to them. You have to find the middle ground, which is Tiferes, which is beauty. And when you have the middle ground, then everything flows and grows in the family in a very, very proper way. And in Chassidus, it's known that Tiferes includes all the midos. It has Chesed, it has Gvura, then you have Tiferes, the beauty, it combines together, and then you properly deliver and serve your children in a very proper way. All the 6 midas are included in Tiferes. And that's why Tiferes is a very special midah. As we spoke also many times, that the Gemara says in Breishis, Daf Nun Ches, HaTorah, Matan Torah Zu Tiferes. That's when we had the beauty in the world. So that's Yaakov. Now look at how beautiful this is, says Rabbi Yitzchok. Look at the letters Reish, Vov, Ches. The meaning and the accomplishment of Ruach is that it's the middle ingredient that combines Eish and Mayim, Chesed and Gvura together. Look at this. The Reish, says Rabbi Yitzchok, since Ruach is the third component, ingredient that's going to combine the Mayim and Eish together, the Chesed and Gvura. So we're going to focus over here on the third. What's the third letter of Avram? He's Chesed. And Chesed is always the right side, like we say in davening. Chesed roya yemina. Chesed is the right side. Chesed. So that's why the Reish is on the right. But look at this. The Reish is the third letter, because here's the third component of Avram. Aleph, Beis, Reish, Hey, Mem. So the third letter of Avram is a Reish. Let's go to Nagavur, which is Eish, which is fire, which is Yitzchok. The third letter, and since we're focusing on the third, because here's where Ruach, that's the word over here that's going to combine the two sides together, and that's the third component. So that's why we're taking over here the third letter of Yitzchok, Yud Tzadik Ches. Ches is the left letter, the left side of Ruach, which Yitzchok is Gvur, which is Smoil on the left. So we see how beautiful it is. The third letter of Avram is Reish, Avraham. The third letter of Yitzchok is a Ches. That makes that the word Ruach, Reish on the right side, Ches on the left side. So we have Avram on the Reish and Yitzchok in the Ches, symbolizing the Chesed and the Gvura, the Mayim and the Eish. And Ruach comes, the middle is Vov, goes in Yaakov. As we spoke just before, because Tiferes, that's a certain attribute, but that includes all the midos. If you have the proper balance, then you have included both in yourself how you figure out. Let's say a parent wants to give dinner to a child. You figure out each one according to the level, how much to give. You give, you take off, you balance out the right measure, and then you deliver it the very proper way. And you have all your midas, you have Netzach Yisai too, as explains the Chassidus. So the word Vav, the letter Vav, symbolizes Yaakov in the sense, and he's the one who combines the Reish, the third letter from Avram, the Mayim, with the Ches, the third letter from Yitzchok, and together you have Ruach, and that's why the words in Hebrew, so beautiful, explains Rabbi Yitzchok. The Eibishter made should be dafkid, the letters of Reish, Vav, Ches, symbolizing what the meaning and what the accomplishment of Ruach is all about. He's the wind. The wind is the one who balances the heat from the sun. There shouldn't be too much water. Everything should work out together in the proper balance, because Ruach is Midas HaTiferes. That's what the Gemara says. A Jew should always have the middle way. And just like the world cannot survive without Ruach, it needs the middle path. Same thing also, a Jew always follows the middle path, Midas HaTiferes.